What you're observing may well be the beginning of the end.
Welcome to JDM Insider! Total Kansai Adventure begins right here! We are your host, Hiro.
And I'm your other host, Toshi. We're going to take you deep inside the street racing world this time. Live it as we experience it. Let's go.
Let's go!
Looks good. I was wondering like where we gonna go because like we going like mountain road, up and down, up and down for like almost an hour. And to be honest with you, like this is the middle of nowhere, and I don't like it. Killed me right now. Probably took us about 3 hours to a little bit more than 3 hours to get here, and we are deep. We are so deep. I don't even know where we are. I don't even know if cell phones work out here, but we finally made it. We're high up in the mountains, very high up in the mountains right now at this little karting track. It's actually pretty cool right here. If you take a look around, it's very, very cozy. You could probably only have maybe 5 cars on the track at once. My back is killing me.
And this is like exclusive event for the JDM Insider, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I want to do a little interview with the representative of a TKL. Please. すみません、今日はありがとうございました、本当に。ちょっと自己紹介をお願いします。
チーム TKL の藤中学です。
カートランドの平島です。
TKL なんですけど、はい、どういった今活動されてるんですか。っていうか TKL っていうのは何なんでしょう。
いや TKL っていうのはレーシングチームですよね。
はいはいはいはい。実際どういう活動をやってるんですか。
いや活動っていうかみんなで楽しくただ走れたらなと。で
なるほど。
オーナーさんとこのに集まってくる人間ばっかりで、
はい、
TKL って作ってるんです。
なるほど。実際に平島さんはじゃあイベントをこうみんなをこうとりあえず集めてあげて場所を提供してやるぜみたいな感じのそういったノリで今やってらっしゃるんですか。
いやカートランドの方ははい、サーキットとして営業してますので、はい、あとはTKL というのは別に、はい、そういう修理工場を設けて、はい、そういうチームが楽しんでいただくような場を提供していると、別の場所になるんですけどね。
そうなんですか。
はい、
じゃあ実際には TKL っていうのはこうサーキット場だけでもなくサーキットだけではなくて、はい、実際にこうユーザーさんにもっと接することのできるこう修理工場だとか、はい、チューニングショップのスタンスを取ってるっていう感じで理解すればいいんですね。
ここはもうサーキット場です。
なるほどなるほど。
あとはそういう工場の方でチーム員を増やしてそういう道路を走るんでなしにねこういうサーキット場を走っていただきましょうという場所を提供しているんですよ、こちらの方は。
じゃ今現在のところメンバーって何人ぐらいいらっしゃるんですか。
10名ほど。
10名ぐらい。でアメリカでもですね結構ストリートでレースするの結構問題になってまして、やっぱこういった環境でやっぱ車っていうのをみんな楽しんでいただければななんていうのをちょっとメッセージでアメリカのビューアーさんにちょっとお前たちストリートやってるんじゃないよなんてことを言っていただけると
そういう何も言うことはないんですけどそういう道路で走るよりは、はい、サーキット場を利用していただいてですね安全でまたかつそういうモータースポーツの道に導くようにみんなが力入れてですね利用していただきたいなとは思います。
みんな楽しくやってますんでまだ一度アメリカの方からでも遊びに来てもらえたら、はい、みんな一緒に走りましょう。
By the way, this is the place called TKL, and it's in Tokushima. So whenever you have a chance to visit Tokushima, visit this racetrack, and he definitely give you the best hospitality as possible. Okay? So today, thank you very much. どうもありがとうございました。
All right, well,
so where are we now?
We are at the Kiyomizu Temple.
Kiyomizu Temple.
This is not what I expected.
No, not at all. There's a lot of the Japanese junior high student, I think, and I think they're taking a school trip here, and there are so many students.
Yeah, and it's pouring rain out here.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should explain why we're here. Kyoto is actually it's the old capital of Japan, and something like this. This was built in the year 800. And that's 1300 years ago. I mean, Jesus was 700 years old by then.
But, how you know this, man?
I looked it up on the internet in the car on the way here. But because we're not historians, right?
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing right now is, and basically, why is JDM Insider here? The reason is, here's a good example of a Japanese product that lasts longer than about 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
I get that a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
never heard of it. But.
Kyoto, being the central, it's like the mecca of Japanese culture. Everything is about sensitivity, closeness with nature, attention to detail. And as we go around to a lot of the shops, you'll notice things that most people don't know about Japanese culture. And you really have to get into the Japanese mind to be able to understand the kinds of products that they make. So us talking about clean TIG welds on mufflers doesn't really match this temple. The image would be more of like a a kimono girl, you know, in the shogunate era, walking out on the balcony and looking out and just, you know.
So Toshi, explain to me about this temple.
Okay, well the temple.
What's so great about this temple, man?
I don't know, but the
don't
temple
know?
doesn't use any nails. It's put together
nails.
with it's sort of like a mesh, you know, a mesh of putting the wood together so that it accounts for the expansion and the contraction of wood.
So it's like Lego.
It lasts for 1,200, 1,300 years. That's all I really know about it. But also, Kyoto is really a city rich with diversity. Some of the gardens that we're going to go to later on, they're maintained by ladies called okami, and what they are they're like the headmistress of a shop, and there's also girls called Michael girls, which hopefully we'll run into them. They're like the unicorns of women. They've been trained in Japanese culture, and they're all virgins.
He keeps saying that.
That's all.
Keeps saying that, man.
No. I mean, you know, like you see like Kill Bill, or you see Kill Bill, or you see all these other things, and Benihana. All you think of are geishas, and geishas.
So what's the difference?
Well, geishas, not gay, but like gay means performance. And so what these ladies used to do is they used to come into the dinner room, and they used to play like this thing called a koto, which is sort of like a Japanese banjo, but and they'd play that and they'd be happy. But the Michael girls are a lot younger, and they're all virgins. and
That's the most important part,
right?
For you,
And there's the only reason why I'm standing in the rain talking about cars and Japanese sensitivity and all that.
You know?
This is ground zero for Japanese culture, basically. Coming here is like going to Washington D.C. and going to the Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial. You know, there's modern buildings in the background. There's obnoxious kids all up on me right now, and Hiro's got his flaming red umbrella and red shirt. But you know,
it matches my shirt.
Look what he learned. Why don't you close it and open it really quick? This is what the geishas used to do and the Michaels used to do on the balcony in the 1300s. Culture, Japanese culture, sensitivity, attention to detail. Yeah. So, without further ado, Hiro, I think it's time for JDM Insider to put a new twist on import tuning car videos.
Let's check it out. Kyoto. Okay, we are supposed to be at Apex Kyoto. And this should be the right address, but I don't see any signs that says Apex Kyoto. It says Hakubai. I don't know. Excuse me. Do you know where the Apex Kyoto is? Apex Kyoto, do you know? Obviously she doesn't speak English, so let me take a look around and let me see if I can find a place. Let me ask this guy. I'm sorry, excuse me. Do you know where the Apex Kyoto is? Apex Kyoto? Yeah, Apex Kyoto. You don't know. Apex Kyoto? No English? No English? Hey, look at it. That's a blue GTR I find. I think that's the place. You know, let's go. Let me find out. Come on, let's go. Yep, this is it. This is the place. See, I told you I was right. Now, we are at Apex Kyoto. Right there. どうもすみません。
おはようございます。
すみません、今回はいろいろお世話になると思います。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします
JDM のヒロです。どうもです。
アペックスの京都です。
カメラなんですけども、自己紹介だけ少しお願いします。
アペックス京都白梅ファクトリーの常務の森藤です。今日はよろしくお願いいたします。
Mr. Morifuji from Apex Kyoto。ここちょっと会社の紹介などをしていただければなと思うんですけども、
こちらの方は、チューニングファクトリーとして、お店を 営業させていただいてるんですけれども、もともとは白梅ファクトリーっていう整備の会社があって、でこれはもうちょうど去年で50年、今年で51年目の会社になるんです。でちょうど10年ほど前からチューニングを始めたんですけれども、そんな中でアペックスディーラーということでアペックスを中心にお店をここでさせていただいて、お客様にいいチューニングを展開供給していきたいということで、頑張ってやらせていただきます。
この GTR なんですけど、これは会社のデモなんですか？
とことんできることをやってみようということで、本当に、何もかも手を入れてみたらどうなるのかという一つのケーススタディとしてね、GTR で、作り込んでみたんですけれども。
Okay, when we're talking about Skylines, we're talking about me. I'm a Skyline enthusiast. This is a 1990 Skyline R32. Right now, they've had this car for about 7 years, and it's making about 700 horsepower. Obviously, the gas in Japan is a little bit better, but let's go ahead and take a look at the engine. Fully tuned, that's the only way I'd have it. Okay, let's run through a little bit of the specs here. Well, the first thing you're going to look at are the turbochargers. These are from Apex. They're RX6 turbos for you IHI nerds out there. That's the RX6 TCW76 with a P20 exhaust housing. That's in the middle range of the turbos, mated to upgraded airflow meters and Apex power intakes. When you're running turbos this large, the boost tends to come on really late in the power band. Basically, that means that when you floor it, you're not going to feel anything to about 6,500 RPM, and you probably need to run the car to about 10,000 RPM to even take advantage of these turbos. Now, an engine, a normal RB26 engine, this is the Skyline engine, it can't handle that. This car, like I said, is 7 years old. It's gone through 3 engines, and one of the stories that they had was they revved it to 10,000 RPM when it was stock, and they blew out a brand new Nismo oil pump. So what they've done is they've upgraded the inside of the engine with an HKS Step 3 kit. Some of the other stuff that you always see in magazines and you read about, this is running SARD 1000cc injectors. It's got a Tomei fuel rail. Obviously, different kind of collector tanks. A lot of different effort went into making sure that the engine is durable. When you start going up into the 10,000 RPM range, things tend to break pretty quick. So moving right along, we have an HKS intercooler in front. What an intercooler does is engines are really simple things. I mean, humans haven't evolved that much, and we can't change the laws of physics. So it's air and fuel, and everything in the car is designed to adjust the balance of air and fuel. So when you're saying my car is running lean, that means you have too much air and too little fuel. So we'll add injectors, a fuel pump, better gasoline, and then we'll raise the fuel back, and that's what a fuel computer does. So, and the turbochargers would be part of the air. You put huge turbos on, you're going to suck in more air. Now, and this is sort of like physics 101, but air has molecules and little things floating around, and the colder the air, the more molecules you have, and that's why you're going to want an intercooler. So it's sucking in hot air from here, and it's going, and then it goes through, and then through the intercooler, it gets cooled off because you're blasting it with a lot of air. By then, cold air gets sucked into the engine, thus you have a wonderful fireworks show inside of the car. Moving along to the suspension. These days, in the US, all it is drift, drift, drift. Drifting is cool, but it's nice to see a track car once in a while. We're running semi-slick tires. This car uses a Cusco suspension with 8 kilograms. The spring rates are 8 kilograms in the front, 6 in the back. So if you want to, buy your own set of Cuscos, that would be the set to do. And unfortunately, I can't see it, and neither can you. So we'll move on to the back of the car. Fuel. This car likes to drink. When you're running 1000cc injectors in the front, upgraded fuel pump, you're going to need to pump the fuel as quickly and as strongly as you can into the engine. So what we have here are 2 Bosch fuel pumps.
And this is a model that they don't sell in the United States. It's imported, I believe it's manufactured in Czechoslovakia. And each one is capable of handling up to 700 horsepower. Now, if they took out the catalytic converter in the car and ran it with pure race gas, this car would easily make 1,000 horsepower right now. Right here, we also have a collector tank, and what this does is you pre-fill it up with fuel so that, you know, like when you're racing really hard and turning, the fuel will slosh around in the back of the tank. And as you start running out of fuel, and the fuel sloshes this way, and if the hose is right here, you'll get an air bubble, an air pocket, and your car will sputter. The problem with that is if you're running 7,000 RPM and flooring it and it sputters, you'll blow the engine like that. So what we do is we'll fill up this extra tank, this small tank right here, so that this fuel right here is always, you know, you won't have the sloshing problem. And, you know, simply put, that's what this does. Fuel management is controlled by an Apex Power FC, and we have an AVCR right here. One of the interesting things about this car is that you don't see a roll cage in it, and that's really irregular for a car of this caliber. What they've done instead is injected the frame with urethane. And what that does is it's a soft substance. Once you inject it into the car, it spreads out, bubbles up, and it hardens so that the structure is extremely rigid. And it only takes a can about this big to fill up the whole car. And that is something that, you know, we should start doing in the US. It's cost efficient and it makes the car clean. You don't have to run around a jungle gym.
Now we are in a conference room of Apex Kyoto, and we are doing a little interview with Mr. Mori Fuji. どうもすいません、わざわざお忙しい時間をいただきましてありがとうございます。なんですか、それからまたなんか全然こうチューニング路線っていうのが僕にはちょっと見えてこないんですけど。
あ、そうか、いや結局速いのが好きだったんで、もう16になったらすぐに自動二輪、オートバイなんて言ってで、バイク買って 400cc バイク買ってで、大体もう毎朝4時ぐらいから山登ってで6区走ってで、6時半頃ガソリンなくなったら降りてっていうのをやってでそのうちサーキット通うようになって、中山サーキット行って草レースに出て、その頃一度壮行会やりましたね、学生で集めて。
あ、そうなんですか。
結構面白かったですね。
でそこからプロのレーサーの道とかって考えてます？
才能ないことに気づくのに1ヶ月とかかりませんでしたね。そうなんですか。大体そうだと思うんですけどね、みんな。
でそれからまた今度4輪に転向された。
転向したというわけではないんですけどね、4輪でも速いのが好き。
公道でサーキット、公道サーキットっていうんですか、ストリートで走ったりとか
全くないですね。うちはね、そんなに杓子定規には考えないですけども、チューニングって言っても、だから例えば絶対に法律の枠を超えない、だから正々堂々と日本中どこの陸根拠といっても車検に合格できる、そういう状態でお客様に乗っていただこうということでチューニングを大原則にしている、ですからじゃあその辺でかっ飛ばしてこいとかかっ飛ばしてこようということも含めて、やらないとならない、行くんだったらサーキットで、楽しみましょう。だから、毎回赤字でも走行会を年に4回とか6回とかやるんですよ。1回あたり20万ほど赤字が出たらすごいですよ。もう
それで80万円ですよね。
80万円、そう、鈴鹿で50万ほど赤字出たことありますからね。そんなの年に4回から6回やってでお客様に車をね作り上げてきた成果を感じ取ってまたみんなで見せ合って、今回チューニングに対する充実感を持っていただこう、でそこでまたサーキット行けば初めて次の課題が見えてくるんですよね、だからパワーだけブーストアップしました、パワー上がりました、だからよくあるのはシルビアで走ってたら、シビックに直線で抜かれる、あるんですよ、本当に直線で抜いてくるシビックがね。そんなだって2リッターでターボついててどうしてシビックに抜かれるんだ。でブーストアップしましょう。でパワー上げる。でパワー上げたらじゃあ直線なんとかなったよって。 でいざサーキットで走ると曲がる時が今度は違う、まあ、向こうは軽い、ね、よく止まるしよく曲がる、じゃあ次は何をしよう、ね、ボディを少し強化してみよう、でブレーキもやっぱりもっといいブレーキシステム考えていくと、じゃあまずパッドだけもう変えましょう、でブレーキオイルも変えましょう、でローターは時期にダメになるからダメになったらローターも変えましょう、そうしてステップアップしていくっていうのがやっぱり総合会に来ていただくことで、やっぱりお客様も、どんどんチューニングが充実していく、だから
サーキットね、
はい、
スーツで走る。本当ですか？
あ、そうですね。だからサーキットで壮行会しますよね。
はい、
壮行会を、まあ、開催する時もスーツにネクタイで行って壮行会応援させていただいて、はい、で、そのままヘルメットかぶって
この格好のまま
でグローブしてで走っちゃう。もうセントラルでも鈴鹿でも走っちゃう。で困るのは、ヘルメットの中汗かくでしょ、はい、で汗が落ちてきてヘルメットの中の汚れが汗で、襟に染みついて襟がねズズ黒く汚れちゃうで洗濯しても落ちないThis is my racing suits.
It's the Michael call. It's like bringing out the animal from the bushes, you know, from the meadows. I'm unicorn hunting. I haven't found my Michael girl yet. It's getting dark, and I heard Bigfoot and unicorns only come out at night, so just waited around and gonna find her. Unicorn. Getting closer. Where is the Michael? She's telling us where the Michael is. This is like asking a wizard where he saw the last unicorn. Thank you.
I have another call too. They use this with the Bigfoots.
아, そうなんですか。
まだ粘ったら出てくるんじゃないですか。
He saw them. There was a sighting. I mean, there was a unicorn sighting, and they're gone now. I think we're a little bit late. I'm not giving up. It's the reflections. I think we're onto something right now. Just in case it's a Bigfoot. Our first sighting. They do exist. I think we've had one. I'm like a possum stuck in the road. I don't know what to do. My body's frozen. Quick, take a picture. Take a picture. Take a picture. Come on, man. We found the mic. Okay, take a picture. Picture. Ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ready? One. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. すいません。ありがとうございます。
Finally, mission is accomplished. We found the Michael, finally. About half an hour waiting, and we found the Michael finally, and I like it. And
So she's really excited, but I'm not. I don't know why. I was expecting like a little bit cuter Michael, and she was okay. She looks kind of exotic and like she's really she is authentic Michael, but
It's not about how cute she is. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's so gorgeous. And it's like a unicorn. We found the impossible. Like I didn't even know they existed.
すいません、アメリカからの友達なんですけど。すみません、ありがとうございます。おお、マイクナンバー3。Goodbye, Michael number 3. I'll miss you. Crazy. That was so crazy. We are waiting couple like girls drifter. Supposedly like 5 or between 5 to 10 girl drifting team supposed to be here. So one of the girls supposed to be really cute.
Too far.
I'm in heaven. JDM Insider has finally broken the sexual barrier when it comes to drifting. And by golly, I'm going to be the pope of female drifting, and I'm going to spread the word and the gospel to everybody. And I was watching them run a little bit, and they will kick half of all your asses. Of course, I'm not a pro drifter, so I really can't say anything, but you know.
Galdori.
Galdori. This is the new word. Galdori.
Galdori.
Gal is for gal, like guys and gals. Dory is for drift. So Galdori is what we're gonna do. But one of the coolest scenes that I've actually seen our guys take was when all the girls sort of lined up and they just put their dirty little gloves on. They took the tires out. They rolled it out and they took the gas out and they had their little cute little helmets. And they went out there and they went, "Ah, I'm gonna kick your ass." And it was just like, "Woo, I wanna marry you." And it was just wonderful. And this is exactly why I came to this mountain in this little town. Got to be one of the coolest places I've been to. And in the beginning I was just knocking it. It's in the boonies. There's only rice paddies. We're like way up in the mountains, but you know, they bring their kids here and this is a family thing. I asked them right now, they run 3 to 4 times a week and they all help each other out, and the girls, they do their own work, and if they can't, maybe their boyfriends or their friends will help them. Now I'm gonna use heroes. I'm speechless. This is cool, and everybody was so kind and helpful. And you know, we were out there lining up all the cars, and they're all enthusiastic. And if anything, this whole video, you know, the sample copies of this DVD, I'm gonna send them all here. And I am I hope that you guys enjoyed this segment as much as I did, because this is the true core of drifting. This is what I wanted to show you guys, and this is what JDM Insider is all about.
Bye. See you later. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Bye bye. お疲れ様でした。バイバイ。
Thank you.
ありがとう。
This is our van. This is our home. This is who we are. See, this is our cafeteria in our car. Yes, and this is our also pyrotechnics department. This is our bank over here. This is our bank. And, this is where we all live and travel like nomadic gypsies. This is my seat. Okay, well, let me explain to you how jacked up this is. This is where Mark sits. Mark's sort of a round, roly-poly, huggable kind of guy. I mean, I don't want to hug him, but like that's just how he is. And he sort of fits really nicely in there. Philip gets this part, and he sticks his leg up in that way, and it's really nice. Now, the two J dudes, one our navigator and one our driver who volunteered themselves, they get the luxury cushion seat. Now, I've told the 360 guys, don't sit in those seats because ignorance is bliss. If you sit in there, you're gonna get upset when you're sitting in this. Now, this has about a depth of about 2 inches on either side, reinforced with good pipe. Good pipe. Now, if you note the legroom right here is not very conducive to. Look, I can't even sit straight. Like, it bends the thing in. And now, the pipe, it hurts me. Because there's a pipe that comes on the bottom, so I figured, let's move it back. So thus, we took this sort of latch, and we were like, alright, let's slide it back. However, it wouldn't slide anymore. Because it seems to be bolted or welded onto the frame. So, my seat, see, Robbie sits here, and he gets this huge crevice right here. Put his leg down. This is like business class. Now, mine, I might as well sit in the frickin' back of the frickin' bus because I can't do anything here. I've got an ashtray. I don't even smoke anymore. I quit. I don't want to sit in this thing for 4 hours. I'm getting really upset right now just talking about it. So I'm just gonna hold onto the roll bar, stretch, so that I don't get upset, and just prepare for this long journey. I hope you never have to ride in something this. I'm in the car industry. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this.
Criminal. Too much boost, too much power, and too much speed.
We at the Phoenix's Power SPL in Fukui.
Yes, and what comes to mind when you're talking about Phoenix Power? They used to be known as Garage Fukui. Fukui is, where are we in Japan right now?
Well, you're gonna see the map here, and basically it's like a little northern part of Japan, and facing Japan Sea.
Yes, near the Japan Sea. I mean, I've hit the Atlantic Ocean before, the Pacific Ocean, but I've never hit the Sea of Japan. Now, this area actually, Garage Fukui changed names to Phoenix Power, reborn again. And usually back in the day, you may have known them for, high-powered MR2s, a lot of Skylines, many 800 and 900 horsepower cars. Recently, though, they've been also focusing their tuning on a lot of legalized tuning, making incredible power out of cars with catalytic converters. That's sort of like the next step of tuning that the president, Mr. Yokoyama, has been taking the company.
basically this place, customers are coming from all over Japan, all over the place, from Osaka, Hyogo, Hiroshima,
This is one of the
Kanagawa.
highest grossing stores, right? In all of
Yeah,
Japan?
yeah, I think so. I believe so too. So, like people are basically coming to this shop to tune their cars. So, you know, recently, as Toshi mentioned, this place don't do, you know, illegal tuning. Pretty much all the customers' car, you know, they do all legal stuff.
High horsepower though. I mean, what they have is inside they have these signs up on the board, and they've separated into classes like 2-liter turbo class, 3-liter, you know, light tuning, medium tuning, hard tuning, and then they have all the horsepower figures and their name and the specs. And what was it? That crazy one? It was an S14, SR20, 2-liter. What was the figure on it? It was like
901.4 horsepower.
Okay, and then the second place one was an SR20 again.
Yeah, it was a Cali converter, Apex Cali converter with 777 horse.
Okay, so don't think that legal tuning is anything wimpy here. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about high horsepower, next generation tuning. Now, we just, in the back right now, they also have a 4-wheel chassis dyno. If we're lucky, they used to do testing in the rice paddies. Now, this is a little bit like the boonies, so.
Okay, you know, we can talk like go on and on and on, but seeing is believing. So let's take a look.
One of the first things that really struck me when we pulled up to Phoenix Power was the parking lot. Now, a lot of the cars that I've seen as a user myself at the Tokyo Auto Salon are just sitting in the parking lot. And when I walked up to it, what was really weird is that you know, you have these, you know, $50,000 to $70,000 demo cars, all, you know, in a parking lot, and you think, oh, that's cool, you know, whatever. And I walked up to it, and they have like all these spider webs connected to the car. So these cars have not been moved for quite some time. But I'll take you around. I'll show you some of the old demo cars that have been at the auto salon. And if you guys are looking for used parts, maybe you want to make the drive out to Fukui and see if they'll sell you some of them. You know, there's a GT class wide body Supra just sitting here. And once again, this is really nice. But there's like, I can't show you because I would get spider webs all over my feet. I don't know what these guys are thinking. These guys must be Hellebank or something. But this was a show car that they used to have. You can see the stickers peeling off the back. What is going on here? If you look, you know, Phoenix Power, they also make a lot of body kits. And, you know, there's all kinds of tastes for body kits. But I would assume that towards the countryside, the more out in the country you go, the more, what's the word, lavish the body kits become. And so they've been also known for hardcore MR2 tuning. I know that a lot of you MR2 owners will know Garage Fukui as being one of the leaders in MR2 tuning. If you look right there, some of the original body kits, the headlight is integrated into the front bumper. They used to test actually one of the innovative front hood wings. I don't believe it worked as well as they had hoped, or else they would still keep putting that on all of their other cars. So, but we'll ask Mr. Yokoyama later on. Another interesting thing about you know, the Fukui people, or you know, Phoenix Power people, is that they wear, you know, they're called tsunagi, which is the overalls and the traditional workwear. They used to be very like neon colored and pastel and very bright. Now they've opted for a blue one, but these guys are sort of known in the industry as being like hardcore, and they wear these things everywhere. They wear them to the auto salon, they wear them to restaurants, they wear them everywhere they want to. Now in Japan, I guess that's cool, but if they did that in LA, you know, sort of, you know, you might want to change in the car. But hopefully on our trip today, you'll see a lot of them wearing their clothes and in their environment. The air out in Fukui is purely, what's the word, clean. It's absolutely clean. We're way in the countryside, and when they're blasting these cars, they sound awesome. So let's go around and check out some of the rest of the facilities here.
Phoenix Power next to the Phoenix Power pet shop. I seem to have run into a dog pound of some sort. And in front of the dog pound, there are these trashed cars, old demo cars, you know. This kind of paint is not cheap, but these are, you know, the demo cars of yesteryear. And if you take a look, you know, there's crashed 180s here, you know, MR2s buried and then plants growing up. And, you know, it's just one of those things that you only see out of Japan. And as with any good shop, as you can see behind me, the girls are washing the cars, and I think that's always a plus. Okay, I'm about to test drive the Phoenix Power RX-7. This is a 470 horsepower street legal RX-7.
Okay, what I'm driving is a Lancer Evolution 8. This is the same vehicle is available in America too. Well, actually, I have to get going, so hold on a sec. I will talk once, you know, I'm on the road. As we mentioned earlier, Garage Fukui, known as the Phoenix Power, they don't make anything illegal. This is a completely legal vehicle. Sound level of exhaust and the emission, everything is within a legal spec. So if you get pulled over driving this, you have no problem with police officers.
Okay, well, I'm driving in the Phoenix Power RX-7 right now. This is a 470 horsepower street legal car. Aside from our piece of crap van, this is the first time I'd be driving a tuning car this trip. But some of the highlights of this car is that it's got a twin plate clutch from OS, an AX75 P92 turbo, single turbo from Apex, the Apex catalytic converter, an Ings body kit. In front of me here, I'm driving the 2.1 liter Evolution 8. I believe that car is making it the high 400s right now, just street version. They're both street legal once again. And we'll see what kind of, how this car feels out there, I guess.
You know, the great thing about this car is just, you know, once I get pulled over, I don't get any fixing tickets, you know? But still the potential is, you know, here. With this car, it's just you know, making a lot of horsepower and responsive and easy to drive. Honestly, this is really easy to drive. Feels like I'm driving a stock, you know, Evo. Estimated quarter mile time on this car is high 11s to mid 11s, and top speed expected to be about 278 kilometer, which is about well, you do the calculation, 278 divided by 1.6, that gives you a miles an hour, okay?
We're back from the rice paddy driving impression. How were the legal high-powered cars?
Yeah, I drove the Evo most of the time, and the first thing I noticed that suspension is really stiff. You know, regular street, you know, there's a lot of, you know, stop and go, traffic light, stop sign. So I didn't like it first, but when I blast the car,
man, this car is really stable. And according to Mr. Yokoyama, the car is really set up for the top speed. So at the high top speed, the car is really, really stable. And after that, I really love the car, driving it. And the car is, souped up to 2.1 instead of a 2.0 regular engine. And it's single turbo, the RX-6. I thought a little, because of a RX-6 turbo, I don't know about the setting, but I thought it's kind of laggy a little bit. But after 4,000 RPM, the car goes beyond imagination. I mean, it's a street tuned vehicle, and you can pass the smog and sound level. Everything's street legal. So if you get pulled over, you're not gonna get any fixing tickets. That's a big deal, I think.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I, on the other hand, while Hiro, always tries to jump into the newer cars, I got into this 10-year-old car that bogs, at 3,000 RPM.
No, by the way, Josh.
What?
No, this is a 2001 model. So it's a new RX-7, new generation. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, I got into this latest evolution RX-7. I didn't know that, by the way, the whole time. It feels firmer now. No, it feels better. No. But seriously, this car had a single turbo, also an AX75 92 turbo on it. It's 470 horsepower at 1.2 bar. Has a full catalytic converter, the smog pump. It's quiet, it's legal. We did a little test inside the car. We were at 2,500 RPM and I floored it. By 3,000 RPM, we had 0 boost. And from there, it just went whoosh, all the way up to 1.2. And by the time I looked at the tachometer, we were at 6,000 RPM. That is way more than enough power for the street. And this is the kind of thing, especially with rotaries. A lot of people say you can't have a very quiet and powerful rotary.
Yeah.
Well, I beg to differ, and I think that's because of the new technology that's out and the new mentality. It's easy to make 800 horsepower or 500 horsepower without a cat, and I know that JDM Insider is all about the street. But it's important for us to show you, not everybody wants, illegal cars, and they want a little bit of peace of mind. So it's nice to know that places like Phoenix Power are building these new generation, high-powered legal cars. And these two cars are a prime example of that. And I hope to see more cars coming out of them really soon.
Yeah.
We've driven a little bit down the street and we've been invited to this place called Kikusui, and what that is called a ryokan, more of like a Japanese bed and breakfast. Very, very long history. I heard it's like 300 years old or something. We're gonna have John sort of go inside and explain what this place is about.
Welcome to Kikusui ryokan. ここの旅館はものすごく歴史があって、で今日は残念なことにレイニーデーですけど、この入り口のこの、tree situation is very very beautiful. 日本の旅館の入り口はこういう普通の家のようなところからウェルカムで入っていくみたいな、そういうのが、京都の、雰囲気の旅館です。Currently.でここは見てもらうと分かりますけども、日本の伝統文化を全てこの庭とそれから、旅館、アメリカでいうとホテルになりますけども、に取り込んだ日本の繊細さがものすごくセンシティブなその繊細さが、作り上げた旅館になってます。でこの僕の後ろにある、これが、茶室といいまして、アメリカでいうとコーヒーショップみたいなもんなんですけども、ここで、お茶を作ってお客さんに差し出すというそういう場所なんですけど、これは結局どういうことかというと、精神をリラックスさせてこれから何かを、作っていくぞというそういう精神をリラックスさせるための場所なんですね。だから大きさも大きくないし、できるだけ小さい中で、精神をリラックスさせてリラクゼーションした上で、 こんな旅館の方に行って例えば絵を描くとかそれから本を書くとかそういう繊細なことをするという場所リラクゼーションの場所です。でリラクゼーションなんでこういう例えば木もそうですし、ツリーねこういうツリーはその枝もものすごくこう繊細な曲がり方をこれは人間が作ったんですけど繊細な曲がり方をして作ってある。それからこの、モース苔も、全部人間が作ったんですけども、小さな山をそれから小さな海それから小さな湖レイクとかそういうのを想像しながら、作ったそういう庭園ですからここ全体でリラクゼーションのスペースになってます。日本の庭園はその音それから匂いそれと、周りのこのイメージこれは全部そのリラクゼーションして精神を安定させるための、作り方をしてるんですよ。だから例えば立体感あって水の音をさせる滝を置いたりとかあと石も大きな石を置いたりとか、しながら立体感を出して全てリラクゼーションできるように、作られてる。この庭の中の、一つの池のパートの鯉なんですけども、鯉はすごくゆったり泳ぐ日本の代表的な魚でその色とそれからゆったり泳ぐその姿を見ながら、リラックスするための一つのパートでも、あります。だからこの庭とそれからこの生き物の鯉と両方見ながらリラクゼーションをしてまた旅館に戻っていくそして旅館でメイドインジャパンを作り上げるこれが日本の旅館の庭園のポイントです。さっき庭でリラックスして、ここの、部屋の中に入ってきてこれからお茶を待ってる最中なんですけど見てもらいたいのはこの部屋の中から、庭との一体感が一つとそれから、後ろの、日本でいう床の間なんですけど、お花の飾り方とそれから多分和紙だと思うんですけどとの位置関係とかねそういう繊細さがものすごくリラックスできる空間に仕上げてあるのが日本の細かな木の使い方です。あとそれから入り口のところも入ってくる人が直接見えないようにすごく気を使って、作り上げてるっていうのが本当のセンシティブな日本人の心です。皆さん見ていただけましたでしょうか。これが日本の一つ一つの料理だけをとってみてもすごく繊細さがあってそれからみんなにこの繊細さを届けてあげようという心遣いが日本の一つの料理をとっただけでも息づいているというのがそのメイドインジャパンが世界に名だたるメイドインジャパンのゆえんです。それ理解していただけましたでしょうか。
これちょっとカメラに向かって言ってください。これが日本酒になったりお米になったりする水です。この水が僕のお店はもともと僕自身がお客さんだったんですよ。でお客としてチューニングショップへ行くようになってでこうしてほしいのになこうしてほしいのになっていう希望通りに叶えてくれない場合が多々あったもんでじゃあこれは自分でやるのが一番いいなと。今現在のお店の目の前に小屋が建ってるんですけどその小屋っていうのは当時の店を復元したそのままの鉄骨をそのまま復元した小屋なんですよ。縦6メーター横6メーターの小さい小屋の中で店を始めてそれが やっぱりお客さんに喜んでもらえることを第一前提に仕事をやりだしたんで、やっぱ口コミでお客さんはどんどん増えてきますよね。でだけど店自体は汚い小さな店なんでキャパ不足になってきて、でせっかくついてきてくれてるお客さんとかでたくさん従業員も増えてきたんで、その従業員たちがずっと長く働けれるようなそういう環境にしていくのが経営者の務めじゃないかなと思って、でこっちの今の現在の店の方へ移転してきて、そういうのが簡単な歴史ですね。人間誰しも反抗期っていうのがあって、でそれが高校入りたてぐらいの時から反抗するようになって、で、高校を中退して、それなりの進学校行ってたんですけど、で、中退してお決まりの暴走族に入りまして、でそこで車とかオートバイとかっていう動くものに、身近に接するようになって。これは面白いなとそこからですね、そこからこの業界へ進んでいく扉がパッと開けたような感じですね。ですぐ車の仕事に入ったわけじゃなくて、高校を中退してからは建設関係の仕事だとか、お寿司屋さんとか、中央卸売市場の、売り子になったりとか、結構プロフェッショナルを相手にするプロ、そういう位置づけの仕事にいましたね。で当然相手はプロなんで、生半可な知識ではやっぱり物を売ることができないし、だから自分も勉強しないとお客さんに物を売ることができない。それは当時若い時に苦労したことが今になって生きてるなとは思います。それなりに甘い、でもしつこくない甘さです。甘い、
だからこれは
料理と車のチューニングっていうのはものすごく似てます。っていうのは、例えば美味しいお肉の素材を買ってきたとしますよね。だけどその素材を見極める目が必要になってくると思うんですよ。これはいいものか悪いものか。時も例えば人によっては鉄板で焼く場合もあれば、網で炭焼きで焼く場合もありますよね。だから素材の良し悪しと調味料の加減、そして焼き方っていう、こういう3つがバランス取れて初めて美味しいものをお客さんに提供することができます。チューニングも一緒で、やっぱりいい商品を見抜く目が必要になってくるし、でそれをなおかつコンポーネントしていく。チューニングの方もいい商品を見抜く目が必要になってきますし、でなおかつ、その商品を組み合わせるコーディネート能力っていいますか、プロデュース能力で、なおかつ上手に取り付けして、なおかつセッティングするっていう、そういうこれも3つ4つの大切なものが組み合わされて初めてお客さんは喜んでくれる。だから似てるんですよね。単にいい商品をつけただけでは味わえない奥の深い世界なんで、そういう部分で料理とチューニングっていうのは似てると思います。でチューニング業界をそれに照らし合わせると、昔はもうアウトローって言いますか、世の中の半端者が社会に反抗するような感じで大きな音のマフラーをつけて、交通違反も無視して、交通ルールも無視して、で走り回ってストレスを発散してる。自分の存在を分かってくれよっていう一つのアピールだったと思うんですよ。というところが規制緩和というものがありまして、車の改造することが少しずつ認められるようになってきた。まだヨーロッパとかアメリカとかと比べると遅れてはいると思うんですけど、だいぶ世の中の人たちの車を見る目っていうのが変わってきました。でそんなことがあって、どんどんその 車をいじる人たちの層が変わってきたんですよね。昔はそのさっき言ったような半端者がやってたんですけど、今はもう真面目な公務員の人だとかお医者さんだとかそういった人がものすごく増えてます。まあ、真面目な人、世間一般のいろんな人たちから認知されつつあるスポーツなんで、これはちょっとそのルールにのっとった車作りをしていかないと、せっかく国が認めてくれたものを保護にされちゃう可能性があるんでっていう思いで、それと自分に今高校1年生の男の子ができて、でたまに店手伝いに来るようになって、これこのまま、アホなことしてたらこの業界潰れちゃうよな。でいずれ巣立ってくる若い世代の子たちがこの仕事に喜んでつくようにするためには、やっぱり今は俺たちがこう頑張っていい仕事をして世の中の人たちから認められるような、そういったこう状況にしていくべきだなと、そういう具合に痛切に思うようになってきて、で今うちでは車検に対応しないような車っていうのを一切作らないようにして、真面目に取り組んでるんですけどね。だから将来もリーガルチューンっていうのはもう大前提になってくると思うんですよ。でそういうことをやってる、ちゃんと取り組んでるお店だけが生き残っていける店だと僕は思います。マフラーの音を静かにしていくと馬力はもう下がっていくんですよ。だけどその排気系のチューニングをしっかり取り組めば、つまりマフラーなんかもね、例えば触媒は普通1個でいいわけですよ。でところが触媒1個の中を通過する排気ガスの量は限界があるでしょ。だけどそれ2個使えば倍の排気量可能になってくる。だからそして2個のデュアルのマフラーにして太鼓マフラーのサイレンサーもたくさん設置すれば音は静かになる。で馬力も上げられる。でそれが今うちの店が一生懸命取り組んでる技術革新的チューニングですね。大した車じゃないだろうと皆さん思われるかもしれませんけど、乗りやすいですよ。ちゃんと燃料セッティングとかコンピューターのチューニングをしっかりやればとても乗りやすくて、それなりに速い車になりますし、それと人に迷惑をかけなくて済むでしょ。音が静かであれば、排気ガスもクリーンで音が静かであれば人に迷惑をかけなくて済むんで、摘発されるっていうか、車はおかしいんじゃないかっていう具合に後ろ指を刺されることなく堂々と乗れるっていうのもいいんじゃないかなと思います。うちのスタンスとしては、デモカーだから強烈な車作りっていうものはしないんですよ。デモカーだからこそお客さんが参考になるような車にしようと。だからお客さんがかけられる、平均的に今まで何千人っていうお客さんを相手にしてきましたけど、何千人ものお客さんを相手にしてきましたけども、その中で大体1台の車にかけていただけるお金っていうのは大体平均が分かってきたんですよね。でじゃあこれぐらいの金額ならかけれるだろうという前提で、その予算の中でいい車をできる限りバランスの取れた車を作ろうっていうのがうちのデモカーの形なんですよ。でお客さんに乗っけてあげて、お客さんこれなら乗ってみたいと思えばお客さんは同じような仕様を買ってくださいますし、だから特別にもあんまり人にも公表できないような技術ばっかりを投入して、お金もものすごいお金を投入して、で素晴らしい車を作ってすごいタイムを出して でメディアにアピールするっていうことはもう今のうちはしてませんね。フェニックスパワーは今後どういう具合に、店を運営していくかといいますと、今日本は少子化と呼ばれている時代なんですよね。で若い子供が増えないで今からこれからチューニング業界に入ってくるような若い世代の子たちがどんどん減って、でその少ない若い子たちがどんどん都会へリターンする現象が起きつつあるんです。中央集権といいますか、リターン現象といいますか。で田舎の周りの人口は減る一方で、なおかつその力を発揮してくれる若い世代がさらに減るわけですよね。都会へ行っちゃうんで、どうしてもその地方で、今までは地方で頑張って都会のお客さんたちをこういう具合に集めてきましたけど、やっぱ限界がある。やっぱニーズがあるところへ行ってあげるのが仕事かな、それも一つのサービスじゃないかな、そういう考えもあって、まずはちょっと京都へ今年の11月ぐらいに店を出すことを予定しています。で京都で、成功したらさらに 3,4 年後には東京方面で店を出して3店舗展開をやっていこうかなと。僕らも初めからスーパーマンではなかったんですよ。初めからものすごいセッティングの能力があってとか取り付け技術があってじゃなかったんです。初めは下手やったんです。でもその下手な時にやっぱ多くのお客さんに助けてもらいながら支えてもらいながら現在のように勉強することができたんですよ。むちゃくちゃな言い方になっちゃうかもしれないですけど、今はアメリカのユーザーさんたちはある意味そのいいチューナーを育てるためのもうなんて言いますか、いいチューナーを育てるための犠牲者になるべきかなと思いますね。うちの店も初めから素晴らしい店ではなかったわけですよね。先ほど言ったように小屋から始まってで取り付け技術がうまいわけでもないしセッティング能力が高いわけでもないし、だけどお客さんとこう相談しながらお客さんと共に伸びていったんですよ。だからその当時のお客さんはこんないい思いをしてたとは思いませんよ。だけどそのことを今そのお客さんたちの支えがあって応援があってで今僕たちがあるわけです。で今の僕たちは今のユーザーさんには壊れないような車を提供してます。でアメリカもその時の僕たちの状況を思うにアメリカも今のユーザーさんたちは今のチューナーを育てるために犠牲にならなきゃいけない立場じゃないかなと思います。大変ちょっと辛い言い方になっちゃうんですけど、仕方ないかなと思います。それが積み重なっていってアメリカのチューナーたちも伸びてくると思います。これから先ねアメリカっていう市場が伸びる伸びないっていうのは先ほど言ったように音を静かにして排気ガスをクリーンにしてリーガルなそういうチューニングを心がけてさえやっていけばまだまだアメリカは伸びていくと思います。だけど自分の店の技術アピールだけに走ってしまって04のタイムが8秒台だとか最高速が何キロ出たとかそういったことでお客さんを継ぐような真似をしていたら終わります。そう思います。
Hi, my name is Hiro. I'm 31 years old. I'm single, and I'm currently looking for a girlfriend. Well, I like the girl to be understanding, and well, let me tell you a little bit of my personality. I like watching a movie. I like reading books, but especially like a romantic movie that giggles gives me a tears. I love, walking on the beach by myself. I like romantic stuff. I'm looking for someone special, someone that I can share my life with. And you know what? Send me an email along with picture, and I will send that email back to you. See you soon.
Welcome to the JDM Insider. Well, this time I'm taking you guys to the different phase of street racing. We have all the Hondas. You know what they do? We are taking you to a circuit racing, but it's called Kanjo. Kanjo is the one of a tollway in Japan goes circle. So that's why they call it a circuit, but actual reality is that it's a street tollway, and they're gonna blast their cars on the tollway. Whoa! Look who's here! It's Uchi again. あら何やってんのこんなとこでまたどうしたんですかいや今電話があって、ここでなんかサーキットレースやるとか環状行くとかっつってたから、来たんだけどうち何やってんのいや僕家からちょっと2時間ぐらいかかるとこなんですけどちょっとねジュース買いに行ったんですマジでマジですなんかすごい器具なんでマイク持ってんのいやもう今拾ったんですおかしいなと思ってすごいなすごいねこれはすごい偶然ちなみにうちって友達これ知ってる偶然またこれね偶然またこれ偶然がねマジで Oh my god he knows all the guys Wow it's so convenient That's Uchi DRFT man じゃあちょっと紹介してよそうですねならみんな遊びましょうはいじゃあ紹介してくださいはいそれじゃあ行きましょう
Okay, I'm here with Team Warp, and this is Tashiro, the captain and leader of the team. ループレイン最速なんでよろしく。This is one of the cars that I was looking at that was probably one of the cleanest out of the bunch, but this belongs to a girl. Now, at JDM Insider, we've been seeing some of the hottest cars coming from girls. She's driven an EG6, EK9, full spoon motor, is fully tuned. And you know what, I asked her what one of the biggest things she liked about her car was the close ratio transmission. So, this is pretty hardcore, right?
これからもまだまだ走っていきたいと思いますのでよろしくお願いします。
なんかちょっと元気ないね。なんか大阪環状でしょこれチーム環状からサーキットまで全然元気ありません。ちょっと盛り上げていきましょう皆さん。
in Kobe right now, and we're gonna take you to extreme street drifting tonight.
JDM Insider, we're at the street races now, but this time it's drag racing. Hardcore drag racing down in Shikoku. It's perfect. The typhoon is gone. We're all here. The ground is starting to dry up. We have the president of Quarter Miles, one of the biggest drag racing shops down here. He brought out his 1,000 horsepower GTR.
SDC とはですね、ストリートドリフトチャレンジ。
I've been looking around to see who's here. Hello, どうもです。ちょっとお名前を。聖子です。See, you guys know Seigo Yamamoto in the U.S.
Uh-oh. Hey, what's illegal? You almost have to DJ now. Yeah. Good job.
I gotta catch my breath.
Like a
Ready? Fight! 1, 2, 3! What the hell was that? No, 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 no.